Hello everybody, PsyStarcraft here. It is Sunday night around 1 or 2 a.m. in the morning. I guess technically that'd be Monday morning. But I'm going to be releasing this on Monday. I'm going to get back into my casting. I'm feeling a lot better now. A lot of you might have seen my previous video where I was I jokingly mentioned I had mad cow disease. Now, before I made that video, I was thinking, okay, what's a disease that is ridiculous enough that the special YouTubers out there won't think I'm serious. And I was like, mad cow disease. Yes, that's perfect. Originally, I wanted to go with AIDS, but that's not really funny because some of you might think it's true. And it's not true. You can't go from nothing to AIDS. You gotta go through HIV first. It's like initiation. It's like being hazed. Gotta go through your HIV haze. But I'm fine. I am feeling a lot better. I was extremely sick. Zai can tell you I was sick. Other people I was around can tell you I'm sick, but that won't change anything. I'm here now. And I plan on getting back to my one-a-days. So, oh, and my streaming, man. I started my streaming and then, like, I just haven't followed through with it just because I got sick at such a bad time. But I'm back and ready to cast. You might be able to tell my voice is slightly different. That has nothing to do with my sickness or vocal cord damage or anything like that. I have a new microphone, and I like the headset that the microphone is a part of. It's actually a Sennheiser headset. But the volume levels are still so frustrating. I don't know what it is about my crappy, hollow sounding desktop Logitech microphone that I had before, but something about it just lets me get really loud volumes, and I really have no idea how to fix it. I mean, I've got the microphone boost on. I've got it 100 out of 100. I've tried switching sound cards, so I don't know what it is, man. If you guys have any ideas, shoot me a message. I know you guys are probably sick and tired of me talking about my microphone, but it's just annoying. But anyway, let's introduce the players here. We've got mTwDiMaGa as the red Zerg in the bottom. Very popular European player, one of the best Zergs in Europe. Way better than Maro. I don't like Maro. Well, I have nothing against Maro. I just don't like how he's went from Terran to doing like one strat, and now he's playing Zerg, and I don't know. Race switchers just kind of rub me the wrong way. Everyone but TLO. I love TLO. He's just so nice. But we've got EmpireKas in the top as the yellow Terran. This map is called Test Bug, I believe it is. And you can kind of see the layout from the mini-map. It's very basic. I mean, got a natural that's fairly easy to take. You've actually got a third that's fairly easy to take. It's dangerous, man. Moving up here with any force would be pretty dangerous. But mTwDiMaGa did go hatch first, as you can see right there. And EmpireKas running out with a couple Marines. Gonna shoot off this drone, search for any overlords. And it's got kind of a Lost Temple-esque cliff up here. The only difference is you can't drop on it. There are lots of trees. Those would be some lonely Marines. Maybe you can drop on it. Actually, it looks like you can. Like, maybe just very few spots. Probably not going to be able to get a bunker, and that'd just be extremely inconvenient trying to maneuver up there. But this game is part of the European Craft Cup tournament. I don't know if it was the finals, I don't know if it was the first round, but apparently it's a good game because it was on my special little replay site that I like to go to. EmpireKas does have his barracks up, switching off the reactor. So we're going to see a Hellion build. I'm pretty sure that means he went gas first, and getting exactly 150 gas, well, 152. And the reason for this is for the tech lab or the reactor and the factory. That's how much you need for those two buildings. So if you're going to try an early Hellion build, just get 150 gas, just like EmpireKas did, and then just do the whole swaparoo dealio. mTwDiMaGa, though, has scouted it. He saw that tech lab, or that reactor on that factory. He already had one spine up. It's pretty standard now, ZVT. It's my favorite matchup, I should know it, to get one spine crawler in the front and then add on any necessary spine crawlers based on the number of units you see, or, of course, if you see the Hellion reactor. Oh, and he does sneak by. He gets a couple stabs off with that spine, forces the Hellions to run away. Only two of them, no blue flame. That will allow them to 3-shot drones as opposed to 2-shot drones. So he's going to have to wait for a couple more Hellions, but of course the spine is now up. And it's going to be really difficult for any future Hellions to get in there without getting a couple shots taken. But look at this, he's up to 5 Hellions, making a bunker. He's going to move out at the same time as he lands his command center most likely. And he's actually still producing Hellions as well, so 7 Hellions soon to be on the field. Meanwhile, mTwDiMaGa's just making a lot of drones. 37 to 28 harvesters, and this is what spines allow you to do. Now they're not mobile, and of course, you know, you can't take the tower and get map control and stuff like that. But spines are more larva efficient than making lots of zerglings. Oh, this is actually genius. Blocking it off with an evolution chamber, getting 2 evolution chambers actually for double upgrades, double block off. But we do have 8 Hellions. The rest of them have been fully repaired. Couple spines prodding away at these Hellions. Looks like 2 of them will go down. Yes, he's down to 6, but he toasts a few drones. Looks like maybe, I don't know, 3 or so. But this is something a lot of Terrans, I feel like they don't commit enough with Hellions. They just kind of, like, they see spines and they run away and they just dismiss any chance of harassment. But EmpireKas is doing what I love to see Terran players do, and that's sacrificing Hellions to get position on those drones. He's actually only going to lose 2, and okay, I was going to say those Zerglings need to get away. They're like outnumbered by Hellions. You need to get out of there. Not really, just figuratively. Well, not figuratively, just shut up, okay? But he has canceled this evolution chamber. You saw he blocked it off just for the time being. And he canceled it. You obviously don't need 3 evolution chambers, especially when you're running off of maybe 1.5 bases. Now running off 2 bases. But that little Hellion push has even the harvester count, not by killing a lot of drones, but by forcing mTwDiMaGa into training a lot of Zerglings. And we can see he's got, you know, 3 times as many Zerglings as he had before the Hellions came. Dropping a 3rd hatchery, as well as a Spire, no Baneling Nest. And the reason for the late Baneling Nest is, and I'm assuming it's going to be a late Baneling Nest, I haven't seen this game, is because the Terran player isn't really heavy on Marines. Now, the Baneling Nest will eventually come, but whether or not it comes before the Spire depends on, you know, a sacrificial Overlord, what the Overlord sees, or what the drone sees, which was Hellions. So Baneling's not really necessary at this point. They would just suck up gas that could be used on mutas. A nice scan. And these Hellions, I wouldn't really try to go in here again with the Hellions. The Queen is actually blocking this path off. Zerglings blocking this path off. Zerglings in a forward position as well, or these Marines rather. But is he actually going to go for it? mTwDiMaGa only has Lings. He needs to wait for the 6 mutas. I would try to focus down these Marines with the spines if he can. Those mutas have been revealed. EmpireKas knows this attack is not going to finish him off, but he's going to try to do as much damage as he can. Obviously, that's what you want to do in StarCraft with any number of units. Killing a lot of drones, but these mutas just are too much for those Marines. Zerglings helping out as well. Attack gets cleaned up. 40 to 47. EmpireKas, not the most efficient attack right there, but he did the job with the Hellions early on. And he's now got a small lead. He just needs to minimize the damage from these mutas. He's got his medevacs. He's got his turrets. 1 turret actually getting taken down. And let's go back to the production here. Armor and attack for the Zerglings. No upgrades for the mutas. Picking off 1 more Marine. Turrets on the outskirts of the base. Not too crazy with the turret placement. And you'll see, like, he's not covering his entire base directly. Like, he doesn't have any turrets back here. But he's like, he knows that it's going to be very difficult for mutas to maneuver into that position. So he's just kind of creating a wall that prevents the mutas from even getting back into this section of the base. And that's something Hash does really well as well. Just random throw that in there. I've just noticed that. mTwDiMaGa's trying to get his 3rd base saturated, while his 2nd and 1st base got a good amount of drones. Nice saturation there. And this map has big, fat, destructible rocks in the middle, and they're actually blocking a Xel'Naga watchtower. That's extremely interesting. It looks like he might have shot his medevac for a second there. But he is clearing that out. It's next to his base. He wants to see where those mutas are at all times. And these mutas, they're going to kill that Marine. That poor Marine, that poor muta though. I'm guessing 200 minerals, or 200 resources, a lot more important than 50 resources. But he does pick off a Marine at the tank. And he's going to try to kill 4 more Marines. He does so with ease. Baneling Nest has finished and triple hooks going up. A lot of Zerglings, and he's just sitting in the middle. But this huge, huge force is pushing out. Only 2 tanks, though. But these Maritas, man. Maritas. That's what happens when a Marine and a muta bang. Make Maritas. Looks like Scan has revealed that expansion. These mutas just continuing to chill out. Catching all those rallying units. A lot of Banelings. Holy cow. These tanks are going to need a perfect siege. They're going to have to blast the Banelings. As a Terran, when you are going up against Banelings, you need to right-click, on the banelings with the siege tanks, and you need to preferably siege them before they get there. Oh, beautiful Marine split. What is DiMaGa doing? He's running his banelings back and forth, but they're not doing anything. A little bit of a remnants of my cough you could hear there, but I am okay. Don't worry. Oh, this is just such good control. I don't know who this guy is, who this EmpireKas guy is, but he is making DiMaGa look like a fool. That Marine control was perfect, splitting it. DiMaGa didn't know what to do. Now he's just rolling out with his drones. Looks like he's going to attack out. Oh, someone's probably lagging. He told them to leave. Not sure if that spectator did leave, but we've got a lot of spectators here. I wonder if you guys recognize any of these. Jim Raynor. I don't know who any of them are. Maybe some big European names. Why you come? Yeah, get out of here, RT2. If you have a bad computer, you piece of fuck. So DiMaGa laying down the law. I'd be angry too, man. And he's sneaking a base in the northern position. That's very ballsy. Will this Terran player see that? Oh, wrong button. Gee damn it. Speed up. Speed up. I have a BAF computer too. A lot of banelings. Check out the units tab. He's just got banelings and zerglings. Of course, those mutas aren't coming back just because he's had to use so much gas on those banelings. Only 300 gas. It's not looking good for DiMaGa, man. It's going to be hard for him to come back from this. One Marine scouting this sneaky hatchery. He's going to try to get a flank. The problem is he just doesn't have very many units, man. This Terran is macroing like a pro, almost at 0 money. If any of you know who EmpireKas is, let me know. Baneling's rolling in. Oh, and he's not paying attention. Oh my god, that's why you look at the mini-map. That's why you look at the mini-map. Oh wait, I'm on normal. What the hell? That was actually kind of cool. But that's the kind of attack that can bring DiMaGa back into the game. Harvester tab still 49 to 63, but those banelings were extremely cost effective. He's producing 2 more hatcheries. One is halfway complete. One is just about complete. It looks like it has been spotted, however. You can tell because the hatchery is weak. Unless he attacked his own hatchery. Yes, it has been spotted. Terran player taking the gold in the middle, expanding towards his opponent, setting up a forward position. I'm 99.6% sure this will be a planetary fortress. Bam! There it goes. And once that goes down, this Zerg is going to be in deep, deep water. In deep doo-doo. I wanted to say doo-doo so much more, and then I said water, and I just had to go back to my roots and say doo-doo. That's just who I am, you know? DiMaGa with the fairly standard Zerg composition. The only problem is it's much smaller. And man, EmpireKas just does not siege. DiMaGa not even caring where the banelings go. He destroys every single tank. Not too bad of a move, actually. He kills those tanks very fast with the banelings because they're all right next to each other. Oh, more banelings killing the rest of these Marines. And is he actually going to clean this up? Holy shit, DiMaGa. Rally in those Zerglings, man. Oh no, not the mutas. He can kind of chill over this cliff, but a lot of reinforcing Marines. The Marines are +2, and a Zerg's worst enemy is a upgraded Terran, especially when your mutas just kind of fall behind on the upgrades. No upgrades there, +2 on the Marines. Zerglings, I believe, are just +1/+1. Oh, they are 2/2, so he's got the upgraded advantage on the ground. In the air, he doesn't, though. Is this base going to be saturated anytime soon? 61 to 62, so we have a new game ahead of us. DiMaGa actually cleaning out the entire Terran army, and I have a feeling it's going to be somewhat cost effective. Yeah, he looks like he is winning on resources per units lost. Units lost resources. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So this is actually really interesting. And the cool thing about this map is it's so wide open everywhere. It allows for Zerg flanks. It allows for just basically Zerg running all over the map. They can go anywhere. DiMaGa hasn't really been able to exploit that as of yet. But, you know, it's a very fun map. Nice for Zerg. Oh, this is not good for DiMaGa. Every single baneling just crashing into tanks, getting sieged down by tanks already sieged up. And it's kind of a fatal flaw. A lot of Zergs will get way too many banelings, not enough Zerglings. Especially when your Zerglings are 2/2, man. You gotta utilize that. Doing 7 damage per shot to a Marine. How cool is that? Unfortunately, DiMaGa I just feel like he got too many Zerglings, or too many Banelings in that composition. And now EmpireKas is going to take a forward position. Siege up right on this little cliff. And he's trapped in there now, but... Oh, blasting away at those Banelings. There we go. See, now that's the number of lings you want. You can see how much better that was compared to having, you know, that many Banelings and then very few Marines, or Zerglings. It's just, I don't know. I mean, you just need to get more Zerglings. Zerglings are awesome. And very typical Terran reinforcing, lots of Zerglings. I cannot speak! Oh my god, hey, it's my first cast in a while. Give me a break, okay? Reinforcing with a lot of Marines, a lot of tanks. He's gonna check this base out. No, he's not. Yes, he is. Does he think there's a base up there? No. And he doesn't actually know this is there. He just sees the creep from the previous expansion. And this is actually anyone's game at this point. DiMaGa's done a great job of climbing back into this. And EmpireKas hasn't been controlling his units too well in future Baneling attacks. And here we go, lots of Zerglings. I still feel like he needs more Zerglings and a few less, well, just more Zerglings. And I don't know why he's not turning around now. He's just kind of running away. He lost a lot of units, lost a lot of Zerglings initially. Now going 3-3. I love it. Love seeing Zerg upgrades. Not seeing any adrenal glands, though. Yeah. And he can't really fund ultras right now, so I feel like he's going to stick to the Zergling Baneling game. Yeah, we are seeing more Zerglings being produced. Are these upgrades going to be able to kick in? I doubt it. Lots of mutas. This is kind of weird destructible rock placement as well. Ow, I just kicked myself. But this expansion has gone down, if you guys didn't notice. Destruction. And yeah, DiMaGa is now running off 3 base to the Terran's 4 base. Just now completing that one. These gas are almost mined out. He's going to lift off that orbital command and take another base. Oh, Terran engaging on creep. DiMaGa not paying attention. Probably didn't need that many Banelings when he could have surrounded with superiorly upgraded Zerglings. But we are seeing a drop down at this other base. Snipes the hatchery. He's going to pick up and run away. Gonna lose these medevacs, however. Might get to drop 1 Marine. Oh, that's happy little Marine. Oh, he's actually gonna drop a lot more than that. Doesn't really matter, though. They all die regardless. And now a big, big transfer from DiMaGa, but this gold is being taken out. He's now on 2 bases. A half of base is even running, unless you want to count the gas here. And this game is all but over. EmpireKas now has the middle tower sieged up. These actually are very vulnerable. Someone translate. I have no idea what they said. I have a feeling they were saying I have a large penis. That's not appropriate. That's not appropriate at all. But DiMaGa's in a very bad position right now, and he actually GG's. Yep, he GG's. Siege over here is too much, +2 on the tanks, and he just had no army. If we check out the army tab, 178 to 86. So not a bad game. Not the best one I've randomly plucked from a plethora of replays. But I hope you guys enjoyed it. I am back. And that's all. And I'm out. Later. I am so tired right now. Peace.